three strategies. This time we're going to do our Illinois pick three strategies and a way to understand it more better. Okay, we're going to pick it in four numbers in the pick three numbers for Illinois, and we're going to show you a good strategy to win your numbers. And this is probably the best way, and you can put them in four numbers. And you also look for numbers, man, the best numbers they got. So you also want to find your best number for that week, and you also want to pull your numbers into no more than four numbers. So then you won't have no more than probably four numbers itself in the numbers as well. So you won't be matching your numbers as much as you need to be matching them numbers, because if your numbers don't come out, they're going to come out. If they don't, then that wasn't for you to win. Okay, and my name is Code 34. I'm showing you the maximum way of how to win the lottery number as the Wizard of the Lottery. Now see, you put your pick three numbers down here, and this is for today, right now, Illinois. Okay, and so we don't show you every trick in the book of it. So the first thing you do is you put down your 367 number, 8. Okay, those are four numbers inside the bracket, and you put down 3, and then you see what your numbers are, 367. So you can twist these numbers any way you want to, but you always want to put them in the direct bracket there. And then you got 368, 678, and 378 is your last number. You got four numbers. So this is very easy to play. Now, you probably sit back and say, where's all this coming from for one thing? And then you want to also see a demonstration of a number like this actually coming out. Now, here's a demonstration. Or actually, we're going to where we getting our ideas of how we doing these numbers that we did right here, that you've seen not too long ago, right here. So you might want to get a demonstration seeing how did you put these numbers like that? Well, I goes to my lottery post. The first thing I go here to Illinois, right? And you put Illinois. Okay, and then what you do here, you go to any one of these states here, right? And we part of Illinois, so we're going to Illinois, right? So then you go to your 3-digit numbers that we seen not too long ago. Come out 317566. Okay. So then when you do that, you go to more. See this more right here? So you go to more and you go to inspect your result for the last 7 days. See? 7 days. That's all you're looking for. Last 7 days of your number. And then start bringing out some stuff of the last 7 days. So we are using lottery posts to get this information. So what we are really looking for when we at the lottery post, we're looking for key numbers. This is what you're looking for, your key number. And key number here, and we're looking for the highest key number there is. So then you can have a high expecting of winning your numbers. And what is our highest number here in our key number? Oh, it's showing 8. 8 is actually the highest number. Oh, wow. So the 8 is the high number, so that's what you would put on your sheet. Okay, 8 is a high number. And then your next highest number to that number is what? Looking on here, we see 5 times 7. So you put 7 down. See your 7 right there? See 7 right there, 5 times. So we're keeping it real clear for you can see it. So 8 is the first number you'll put down. 1 is be your first number you put down for. It came out 8 times. And then the next number you will put down, the highest next number will be 7. So we put that on our sheets right here, 8 and 7. And then our next highest number will be, okay, let's move this down where you can see that was 7 the next one. And then the next two numbers we worried about is these will be 3 times, so 4 times the next number. So the 3 we'll put down on our sheet, 3. And then the next number will be close enough to that came out 4 times will be, what's that number down there? That's 8. Oh, hold on. That look like it. Yeah, that's it. 8. Hold on. Okay, now, first number would be a 1. First number would be a 1. It came out 8 times. And then our second number that came out would be a 7. It'd be 1. So it'd be 1 and it'd be 7. And then our next highest number would be after 1 and 7. The next highest number would be a 3. And then our last highest number would be 6. 6 came out 4 times. And then you put those numbers down on the sheet like that, 1736. So then what you do, you turn your numbers around. Okay, let's let me pull this down for a minute so I can turn this sheet over. Okay. So we would have our numbers 1, 3, 6, 7. So our number would be 1, 3, 6, 7. See? And then what you would do with your numbers 1, 3, 6, 7, let's put them in the category order, right? So it would be 1, 3, 6, 1, 3, 7, right? And then your next number will be what? 1, 6, 7, right? And then 3, 6, 7 would be your last number. See that? That's the category way of playing your numbers. 4 ways. Okay, so we also going to look and see, we just put this down here, right? So now we're going to actually go back here to our lottery post. Let me go here to lottery post. Okay, let's cut back. And then what was our number? 317. So see that right there? That would have been your number right there, 317. Is that one of our numbers? Yeah, right here. 137 would have been your number. And you would have caught, that would have been $40. If you twist this number around, the 317 number, you would have twisted that number around. What would the number would have been? It would have been, Okay, so the only way we can do this, okay, so if you see that number 7 right here, if you'd have blocked this number and you would have said twist that number around, your third number around, you would have had 317. You would twist that 137 around, and what would the number have been? 317, my friends, and you would have had it $290. Now 167, you still got 136. And you still got 167, we got 367. Hadn't been out this week yet. So we go into our chart list, right? And you look at the chart list and see 103 been out. Okay. 416 been out. Right? And then 289, 169, 745. If you're from Illinois, this is good for you. It's not good for you. 107, and you can do this in any state, so that's a good thing. You got 376. So look, 367, bammo, would have been out. You would have had that number, okay? And you saw you had to do is look at your number. It'd have been 367. Could you did anything to this? You could have did and twist these numbers and been the first number. You would have blocked that number. And it would have been 376. Man, you would have had $290 if you block that number, depending on which number you want to block. You make sure you block a number. A lot of times, the number's not going to come out straight like that. And you would have had that number as well. So 2 of the numbers actually been out. Okay. You see 137, 36, what's that number? 367. Those 2 numbers been out. These 2 numbers haven't been out, 136 and 167. Those are 2 numbers you should, if you're from Illinois, those are 2 numbers you should be worried about coming out next. Okay? But if not, you play all 4 of these numbers because they could come back out the next, those 2 numbers that even did show up. And you might, once again, be looking at fortune again, my friend. And this is the way you play your numbers. You only play them with 4 numbers. See that? 1, 3, 6, 7. And then once you pull your numbers out, it'll be 1, 3, 6. From this, 1, 3, 7. Okay, and then 1, 6, 7 out of this. And then your last number, 3, 6, 7. So you only have 4 numbers that you play. 4 original numbers that you play. So you won't have to be wasting a whole lot of money to be playing numbers. You know what I'm saying? This 317 came out. It came out midday number. Where's the other number that came out? We're finna look at that. So then you know exactly what time update. Where's these numbers coming out? That was a 376. Both of these numbers came out midday numbers. So that let you know right out the bat. Man, the midday numbers is really doing it. And that's the numbers I should be playing. It's midday number. So when you play your 136 or 167, the next 2 numbers, what should you be playing? Midday numbers, man. Play it on middays. That gives you an image of where those numbers came out. Sure, the next 2 numbers should come out. Yes, I believe they will come out, and they will come out. And you should be playing on those numbers, my friend. Okay? This is the Code 34 way of playing your numbers. Next time, we'll show you the 4 way of playing your numbers. Just like we showed you with the 3 way of playing your numbers with 4 numbers to add up into those categories. But make sure, man, you see that 136 come out today, or you see that 167, hey, pay attention to what I'm talking about, my friend. Because we don't go into the 4 digits next time. We'll go into the 5 digits for you, your little lotto or whatever you want to play. And we'll go into the 6 digits of showing you how to play these numbers as the lotto way of playing those numbers as well. We'll decide sooner or later to come up with the Megas and Powerball down the line. But we're starting with the smaller numbers right now, my friend. Thank you for coming to this show of Code 34 way of playing. And you see how I demonstrated. Thank you.